Let's have a quick overview of Microsoft Outlook. To access the Microsoft Outlook in web, type outlook.com and click enter. I am now in the main page of Microsoft Outlook, and at the very corner you can see the waffle menu or the app launcher. And when you click that, you can see the Microsoft 365 Copilot, Outlook, OneDrive, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, OneNote, Teams, and so on. Click it again, and below that is the icon of mail. You can send new, and beside that is the file, account information, and settings, and home, where we can see this main page, and view, conversation, message preview, sync, ribbon, folder, reading pane, Mayday and density, and help, tips, feedback, get diagnostics, Outlook mobile. Below the mail icon is the calendar. And here, new event, you can set day, work week, month, and you can filter it, appointments, meetings, pull holds, categories, and so on. And you can share calendar and print it. You may also add calendar here at the bottom. Below the calendar is the people icon and also the to do, the Word, Excel, PowerPoint. And if you want to see more apps, you may find the apps here. So let's explore the mail. These three lines here are the navigation pane. Let's check the settings. Here, under settings, there are so many items here. First, your account and also general items. And under that is the language and time. So we have here the language in the drop down menu if you want to change the language, and the format. For instance, the presentation is 9/1 2026 for September 1st 2026. If you want to change that to this format, you may do so, but make sure that you save it here. Okay, same goes with the time format. If you want to change, you may do so, and the time zone. So I will not change it. Okay, appearance, choose your mode, light, dark here, or use system, dark. I will use light. And also themes, image, in color. I'll stick to blue. And classic themes, you want to change here. And navigation bar, customize how your apps are shown. So if you want colorful apps icons, it's already ticked. But if you want to show app names, you can tick it and you save. And notifications in Outlook, get notifications from Outlook and other apps. If you want, you can toggle it off. Don't forget to save when you do that, and can toggle it on again. Notify me about new mail and mention. When you toggle it off, don't forget to save or discard. Discard. And the drop down menu here, if you want to expand, and you will see new email notification style. If you want alert, browser, or none. And alert appears in the upper right corner of Outlook and disappear automatically. And you want to click only from favorite people. Tick it. And also, if you want to have it on default, you can change it. Mentions show in notification pane, calendar, events, reminders. Event reminders, notification style, alert, browser, or none, or default. Choose sound, default, and documents, comments, and mention. Let's see this. So comments and mention show a notification pane. Then accessibility. So keyboard shortcuts. You can perform many common tasks using the keyboard. You can choose which versions of shortcuts you would like to use or turn them off. And let's view the supported shortcuts here, right? Email, these are the shortcuts. So a lot of shortcuts here. And I'll go to mail, email actions, read mail. Yeah, there are a lot of shortcuts that you can use. Let's close it. And select which option you would like to use. Outlook.com or Yahoo Mail, Gmail, or Outlook, or turn off keyboard shortcuts. I will not change the original. Key tips. Turn these settings to enable key tips for easier keyboard navigation using Control plus key. So you can tick it off or tick it on. Adjust timing. You can choose to keep error notification and action confirmation on screen until you dismiss them by selecting the checkbox below. For example, here. You can save or discard. Privacy data. Export mailbox. Outlook stores your email, calendar items, and contacts in your email box. Suggested people, clear data and turn off. And if you want to search history, Outlook uses your search history to improve results. You can delete or export it at any time. So delete history here or export in this button. What about external images? Some external images can pose a security risk. Outlook helps protect your data by loading these images through their services. And you can tick it, always use the Outlook service to load images, or don't use the Outlook service to load images. I choose to always use Outlook service to load images. And then also Microsoft Notice. And for the search, you can have a search scope, all all folders when searching from the inbox, all folders, current folders. So just tick it the way you want it. And search results include deleted items if you want to include it. And tick it if you don't want. Show top 7 most relevant results. So you can tick it off or tick it on. Okay, a mail. So for the layout, focus inbox and sort messages, focus in others, and the text sizes and spacing. If you want small, medium, or large. Message heights, how many rows should each message use? You can use multiple rows or switch between one and multiple rows based on screen size. Message organization. How do you want your message list organized? Group messages by conversation and so on. What do you want to see in your reading pane? All messages from the selected conversation or only the selected message. Do you want to see deleted items in your conversation? You can tick it off or tick it on. The reading pane. So how do you want your reading pane to be laid out? Right, bottom, fill screen, or pop out only? And there's so many items here. Message list format, personalize your message list layout, show sender images, show preview text, attachment, and date headers. Animations. Use system settings. Show animations in the message list or do not show animations in the message list. And the calendar, so event and invitation, weather, event from email, and agenda, mail, shared calendars, customized actions, work hours, and locations. And appearance here. If you want to show that Sunday is your first day of the week, it's here, or if you want Monday, to show here. Okay, time scale. If you want 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 15 minutes. And if you want to show work week as this Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Meeting hours, start time, and end time. Show week numbers if you want here. If you don't want, use the dynamic column widths. Time zone. You can choose some time zone here. Click here and you can change it. Add label. You can type label here, and global calendar if you want. Just tick it and choose at the bottom if you want this kind of calendar. Event and invitation. See here, customize settings for event you create. Add online meetings to all meetings. Default reminder. So either 30 minutes, 15 minutes, and so on. Short duration for all events. Invitation from other people. So you can choose here, delete invitation, delete notification, automatically decline invitation that conflict with existing events. And weather. So show weather. Choose which temperature scale to use for displaying weather, it's either Fahrenheit or Celsius. And choose location to display on your calendar. You can add up to 5. Events from email. See, show event summaries in email. Agenda, shared calendars, customized actions, calendar surface. When I tick this, it goes here. Okay, let's tick it. So it's now here. Same goes with the template. It goes here. Okay, I will tick it off and it will disappear. Okay, disappeared. Work hours and location. Get a handle on your weekend and help others plan meetings that work better for your schedule. Next is people. Display contact as, for example, if you want first name first, then tick it. If you want last name first, then tick it. And don't forget to save. And that's all for this video.